So you on the floor there, I'm guessing you're trying to sell the new disinfectant brand? Loving the hair and the moustache. Alright, so we're going to start my little segments of different ships. And I'm going to go with the Vulture for this one for salvaging. And I've just taken a contract which has just cost me 50,000. So I gotta hope that I can make anything like a one.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Not too
system.
far away. But we're gonna see how much we can make. Apparently it's a cutty black.
To the following location. Please visit.
So let's see. Hangar 4. We need to, well, make sure I actually scrape stuff off before then breaking it down into pieces. Because on a previous video, obviously there's been a massive balance sort of thing fixed, so you're not making the multiples of millions because of the construction materials. Now, first thing is I've got to see what's gone wrong with this, because I can't actually use my ladder on this, so I don't know if you've got to be in a particular point. Because at the moment it doesn't seem to. I think they've missed a button. So it looks like you got to get on and off from the ramp from now. I mean, you can come outside of it, go up there, but not climb back up it. Bit annoyingly, because you know, safety and all that. Okay, so we are now onto the Vulture.
You are clear to launch.
Clear to launch. While we're up in space, we should be able to set a route. Right, here we go. Weird other glitches in there, but we'll ignore those for now. Yeah, I've got the best in show paint. This is one of the nicest, smallest ships for a nice, easy kind of, I'll say, gameplay loop. Right, we are on our route. So yeah, if you want to be salvaging and you can't afford, well, I'll say you don't want to be buying into like any big ships, then this will be a good one to start off with. Easy little bit of money to make from it. Especially because while we're here, I'm going to make sure, because I'm going to use I haven't done the EVA yet in this build. So it'll be interesting to see if it's got any boxes on it as well to take off it from what I'm about to salvage. So this will be a good time to actually test, because I didn't do it in my other video getting off the ship. I've not tried the new EVA in. So what I'm going to do now is line her up, because there might be cargo on it, for all I know. Right, okay, so let's get this open. Oh, time to test this out, I guess. Oh, that is nice. Already, just from that. Where's the button for this? Down here, isn't it? Any cargo? There is some cargo. What have we got on here? I like the way it moves on forward still. Oh, that is nice. It even landed. Right, what we got here then? How do we... Can we not... That's scrap. Still a little bit temperamental with the old tractor beaming stuff. Processed foods. More processed foods. Ooh. Some of the stuff I would have to sell at Babbage, I would have thought as well. Whoa! Right. Come on, don't be shy. No! Come on. Right, so the issue I've got... I've not quite... Right, so I'm not going to be able to get out that way from the ship at the moment, let alone inside it, so I will have to sell that stuff before doing anything. So thumbs up with the EVA, EVA 2 shall we say, that was more fun. Days where you used to just try and EVA into things and just falling all over the place. I did check to see the other thing as well, when you latch onto a ship. I think that's a thing. Right, so here we go. Time for some salvaging. We've got clinch module. I've forgotten the buttons to... Have they added a now fire button? Engaging tool doesn't seem to do anything, so I'm gonna have to use that button. What I should have done is change the two clinches to just a braid. That would have been a quicker approach. Although it doesn't tell you how much you actually make. You do lose, I suppose, some of the RMC from it. So using a smaller module would probably be profitable. It just takes the job longer. Trying to get at least... I can't remember how... I mean, looking at the depot... Because you can't remember that some of that's going to be used for when I break up the ship as well. What I've got to do is hope that I can pay off the contract. I mean, I paid the contract, but I mean, to get back the money that I paid for the contract and a little extra. I wonder what the button is for changing that module on the other side singly. There we go. Very careful when swapping that then. As you can see, the abrade is a lot more wider in range. For me, my suggestion is, see, you could either get yourself another braid module and put it on the left side, so you don't have to tractor beam if you don't want to. Tractor beam's alright, but it'll only work on so many ships for this ship size, so I think it'll probably be able to spin this one around, it'll be alright, but once you start getting those bigger ships, I don't think the Ready Grip tractor module will work on things like the 890 jump. Might work on from the reclaimer because it's the size of the ship. So this will be the fracturing mode. Apparently there's 13.6 SCUs worth, but I can't see it on the screen on here, but normally there's a kind of a percentage that you won't get from it. And then right, oh, and that. Now we start to scoop that stuff in. Okay, apparently the canopy doesn't. Unless I'm not close enough to it. Oh, there you go, the back bits just come out of that. It's cool seeing those little effects in there. Oh, well, this might actually work out not too badly for me. Oh, there you go. Targeted yield. Target in field exceeds available space in depot. Right, yeah. That's what I thought. There we go. We are now filled to the brim. Mining mode off. Okay, so contract will be done. Now what we've got to try and do is sell the stuff we've got. Potentially to save me the hassle, what I could do is park outside of Babbage. The downside to this is because of how much stuff I've got. I'm hoping, I mean this is a very big hope, when they actually get the stuff sorted with the hangars and that lot, eventually what you'll be able to do is just get back, take that stuff off the hangar, take your stuff off your ship into the hangar, store it on the freight elevator, go back to your ship. Then again, you got your persistent hangar, you're going to be well away. Right, where's the marker? There it is. Yeah, so you would basically turn back up to your, let's say, for instance, what I've got on there right now, I've done the same thing, exactly the same. So you will return to your persistent hangar. You will take that cargo that you just retrieved from the other ship. You will stick it onto your freight elevator, which you could just probably leave there. Go back to your ship, and then do the processing part on the back of the ship for the salvage gear. Once you've done that, then you send your elevator, I guess, back to take it to your imaginary storage facility somewhere, and then you would go to the markets to sell. That's not yet. That's not until a point X patch, I would have thought, because we're still waiting for persistent hangars, freight elevators, even the item banks. That's still to come. They didn't quite get it into the initial release that they wanted. This is something I want to test. So if I do this, because obviously I've now travelled over here, I want to go to Devon Scrap and Salvage still. So routes, there we go. And if I do that, will that leave it on there for me? So I know where I'm going without having to fast travel? No. I was hoping that would leave me a point on there still to head towards. Well, scrapyard's looking a bit, a lot more scrappy than it did before. They changed that a bit? Feels like it has. Like they're stopping you from actually parking in there. So it looks like I'm going to have to park it like this. Right, there we go. Right, so we are going to exit. No, I didn't want to exit from the rear. It was just in case. Opening door. Closed door. Yeah, they've I think they've forgotten to do the ladders on the Vulture with its own little prompt. So I might have to see that if it's on the issue council, so they aware of it. Ooh, let's not miss out on this bit. Right, so we're going to come to this terminal here. See if I can sell everything I've got on it. Drake Vulture. Can we give them everything? Oh, okay. He will not take the processed foods. He'll take the scrap at least. That's good news. But he won't take the gold, processed food, or iron. So I'm going to have to sell that at the Babbage after all. So really, it's going to be down to your own discretion. If you're happy to do doing this, taking the scrap and selling it to the appropriate place, and if not, then I would suggest leaving the I would suggest leaving the scrap and just take anything else that might be worth more money. Right, there you go. That's fun to there now. Well, what I could potentially do... Can that sit on top of those two? It can. I've got an idea. Right, we've got... I've got space here that I can use. I'm just trying to save myself a journey going in and out of Babbage. I like the new style of these boxes. Bear in mind in future, of me shoving things in here, it might not register that in future. But why it can for now, you might as well make use of it. Right, come on. Be here. Oh, I had another worse for the... Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? 'Cause it's doing it in ones. Right. So that should be it. I want to take it off that grid anyway, just in case. Right, there we go. Sorted. Okay, so we got a loaded ship. And I've managed to make a lot of room in there for it. Okay, now we need... Oh no, I won't be able to do it from here. I'll have to do it from space. Now where this ship, I would say, come into your better for you in the long run, in the future wise, when you can actually find damaged other ships that you don't have to pay for a contract for. That would save you a lot of problems, because then you're not having to throw money at the job. Right, where's that place I would land? Somewhere down there, isn't it? It's time to see if actually other people have been doing this as well. Because there'll be like a massive ship list that suddenly just all ships will pop up directly in front of me where I'm heading, because everyone will do the same thing, so they don't have to park in Babbage. Eventually I'll have to anyway, if you're going to have to make use of those freight elevators, I would have thought. Because I get a funny feeling the markets ain't going to read from your ship being on the outside. There we go, that's already two markers. Let's get the lights back on. Left these doors open. That's not a very good idea. But we've landed. Now what we got to do is test the button I was supposed to click earlier on. That is not going very well. Yeah, I don't think it can see that button at all, can it? Yeah, that's missing. It's either they've missed it out or they just ran out of time and they're going to have to put it in eventually. Open that up, come around this corner, close the door. Oh, that's yeah. I didn't realise that from the view I was in. Yeah, they've parked their cutty upside down. That's not a clever thing to do, really, is it? Right, so the wind is in full force. Oh dear. If that cutty's still out there when I come back, I wonder if it's got stock on it. Although I would have thought somebody's taken the stuff off that and sold it already, but we'll have a look. No, I didn't want to lay in the snow. Very rare to see one of those ships about. I don't know how many people actually own those ones. I mean, I'm in a kind of like closed area now. Surely you should be able to... There's definitely something wrong with the where the hologram, like I can't think of the word of it, but like information desk, we'll call it, and they're a hologram. Yet when someone pulls out a gun or something holding something like a weapon, they get scared like the other civilians. Alright, here we go. Well, we need to make over at least 50,000 in order. Right, here we go. So, gold. That's given only for 2 of those is 14,096. Not bad. Processed food. So not massive amounts, but still 1,000. I got one of those, which is worth 25.150. Well, they won't. Oh yeah, they don't take the thing, do they? Sell. Now this is quite surprising. They won't take the no demand on that. Or do I just sell it all at the... But I swear I sold the other RMC in there before. It's either that or they've actually done something where if it's filled with that stuff they don't want it. So that will be interesting to see. Right, we come here, we go to the Vulture. They'll take 3,000 thing for those 2 single ones that are not on the grid. The other 8 units. But the only downside is I can't seem to sell the RMC because it was saying it wasn't in demand, which was quite weird. I mean, there could be potentially a change to do with the economy and stuff. Maybe they have actually sorted it out where places might have abundance of stuff, so you'll have to go and sell elsewhere. It's either that or it just doesn't think it's on that on the grid, maybe. No demand. Okay, so there is something's definitely changed with that. So, right now, from the changes from this and compared to the previous builds where you could just make millions because it was just a test. Now, well, the way I'm looking at it is you're going to get more money actually finding ships that have been abandoned and blowing up, left. And what have I got now? Yeah, so really, I spent 50,000 on the contract, and all in all, from what I could sell so far, I've just made a profit of 8,000. So it might pay to find ships that have been abandoned, destroyed, preferably what are not in armistice zones, in some way that you can't get yourself into in trouble with the law in game. Planetary surface. But there you go. That's the Vulture in the nutshell, I'm going to say, of Star Citizen. At the moment, do you really have to stand on there? At the moment, mining has done me better so far. At least with mining, you're not getting a contract. You're having to go out and search for. To be fair, I have not actually gone out to search to find any wreckages. I thought I'd come over here and see if there was a point of where you can stand to use it, but I don't think there is. It's highlighting the old school way, but doesn't work. Oh yeah, we didn't check over here, did we? He's left his bike in there, which remarkably stayed all very well. I can't bring my gun out, can I? I'll have to drop it into my hand, but that's quite funny. Now, what am I doing? I've just said to myself, I can't get on the ladders. Ah dear, buffoon. Now, here's going to be a thing now. Did I park this somewhere where I can get back on it? Oh, I can. Oh, hang on a minute. Got more than I thought on there. Ah, no, that's that. Right. What have I done? Let's hope the Wasco's still in there, but I always carry spares. Yeah, so I've made a bit of a boo-boo. And because you can't climb back up the ladders. So, end of that one, I guess.